if you remember Ed Koch. Does anybody remember Ed Koch? He was the mayor of New York. But before he was the mayor of New York, he'd been a congressman in a district right in Manhattan. And so what he would do, whenever he was not in Washington, he would stand out in the middle of New York City. He would go to like one of the subway stations where he went down the stairs, and he would stand in front of diners. All the places where people from New York would congregate, and he would ask, how am I doing? How am I doing? Because he was trying to get a barometer for how he was doing as a representative of the people. Imagine that, a representative of the people asking how they were doing. It's a story for another day. But he would do this continuously. Oprah Winfrey on, okay, don't make fun of me. I'm like, so Oprah Winfrey does the Super Soul Sundays, and she says every time, no matter how famous the guest is, about how important the guest is, or how often the guest has been on TV, radio, everything. At the end of the interviews, she says everybody always, as soon as they stop rolling, they turn to her and say, how did I do? We have this innate desire, I guess, at some level, to see how we're doing. And maybe we're not Ed Koch, right? I hope not. And maybe we're not Oprah guests, although maybe some of you are Oprah guests. We have this desire, this barometer, this need to know how we're doing. And sometimes we use that need to know how we're doing this based on the mirror, right? We look in the mirror to see how we're doing. Sometimes it's in the bathroom, right? The dreaded scale. My the only person who gets on there, right? Yeah, right? We have that as the way, as a barometer for who we are. Sometimes our barometer is our checking the savings account. We're checking that every once in a while, right? Thank goodness for electronic banking to make us more OCD. There's some other ways that we check ourselves. We check ourselves by asking other people how, like every Sunday, I go and I say, peace be with you, John L. And I go, how's that? Even I do that. So we all do those things. We all have these barometers. We all have these ways we're trying to see how we are doing. And so I bring that up because that's exactly what the book of Micah is all about. The book of Micah is really trying to find out the temperature, the pulse, the way we are with God. And so he writes, and I didn't put the whole passage from Micah in it, but he writes that Micah, first of all, is a prophet. He's the sixth of the 12 minor prophets. And so Micah, actually the name Micah is, it is, I'm trying to think of what the best way to describe this is, but I'm like Yahweh. And he's not saying that you and I are like God, Yahweh, right? But he's saying we that follow Yahweh, we that are like Yahweh, we that live our lives in the way that Yahweh or God would live. And so Micah lives at a time, and he prophesies at a time, when the Judean people are under the controls of the Assyrians. And so the Assyrians are like a Roman-type empire. They are slaves, if you will. They do not have power and authority over their lives. And they certainly don't have somebody from the Assyrian government swinging by their houses and going, hey, how am I doing? It's more like, hey, do as I said. And so Micah starts talking to the people, the Israelites, right? We know their kind of names. They're the Hebrews, right? The people of the dust. The Israelites, right? They're the followers of Jacob. And then when they're all dispersed and returned, right? The dispersion, the pieces, the parts, the remnants, they become the Jews. And so Micah is a prophet, so he talks to God. He prays to God. He listens for God to call on him. And he says that when I talk to God, here's what God says. God wants to have a restored relationship with you, Judah. He says that you've kind of been following and chasing after some things that are not godly, that are not what God referred to as doing their very best. He says, you guys are really all like wrapped up in politics. You care about what the leaders of the government are saying. You worry about what's going on in this place and in that place. He says that when you're not worried about that, you're worried about how much money's in your bank account. He said you're worried about trying to beat and compete with one another. You know, the story with the Hebrew people, the Jewish people, the Israelites, is that neighbors are supposed to be treated in a loving, kind way, especially foreign visitors to your country. Micah says that when someone comes from foreign lands, you're to treat them with dignity and respect because you never know when you are, entertaining angels. Right? We know the story right from Abraham. So he says, this is how you're supposed to treat one another. He goes, you're not doing those things. And he goes on and on to describe all these ways that you're expected to behave. And so just like in Psalm 15, Micah just talks about how we are supposed to stand before God. Micah says that this is not some difficult thing, as you might imagine. He says, as a matter of fact, it's not about the kind of fancy car you have. God doesn't care that you have a Porsche. Or God doesn't care if you have like a Toyota Tercel. Or whatever it is in between. He says, not worried about it. Right, he goes into like, how many rams do you have? How many of this do you have? Doesn't care. The burnt offerings are how famous you are. Does everybody know who you are? A burnt offering is a scent that you can smell from far away. Now, sometimes we know people that you can smell from far away, but this is not what I'm talking about. It's not that great cologne where like Jesus creepers don't wear that, or some other things that don't smell so great and you're worried about it. He's saying this. See, just because you're famous, that's not what I want. Your notoriety is not important. Your wealth is not important. How many rams you can give me? And it's not also about, if I've done something, I'm going to give you my firstborn son. Which is like, hey, you know what? I did something bad. Let me find somebody I can give you, right? It'll make it all right. So if I've got 25 kids, I'm giving one away. I probably would do them. He says that's not what it's about. It's not about the size of your family. It's not about the fact that you have such a large family that you're one wealthy, but two also well connected, right? Because there was a time when to be a clergy person meant that you came from a very wealthy family, you came from a very powerful family, that you can put your family member into the clergy relationship, right? So if you want to get yourself like cleared and accepted, like use like confession, it's great that you know somebody on the inside to get your confession done. Like, does that make sense? So he says, I don't believe in any of that. What he says is, it's about the relationship that you have with God and one another. And so Micah starts to list these things, but how we treat one another. The dignity by which we share. And he uses a lot of Hebrew words that are super important. The first one is mishpat, which is about justice. And so what does justice look like? Mishpat means that I treat you like you are me. In other words, I treat you with the same dignity and respect that I want to be treated with. And that's a hard one, right? Especially if you're hard yourself. There's a lot of different ways you can go with that, right? Treat others the way you want to be treated. And sometimes like, wait a minute, let's talk about how you really want to be treated. Right? You with me? You're trying, all right? So when he's saying, you have to treat others with justice. Mishpat is great justice. Justice before God. It's fairness, it's equity, it's kindness, it's love, it's compassion. Which leads to the second one, which is chesed. I love that one. I can say that a million times. And that's a loving kindness that we're invited to live with one another by. And so that living kindness, or that loving kindness, means that there's a spirit inside all of us that is ordained with great divinity. And Micah says that God says that needs to be recognized and loved and respected in each person that you know. And so if we take a step back from Micah, we take a step back and we hold that in our world today, it asks us about our relationship with God. And then so often we say, well, the Bible doesn't really match what we're doing. The Bible's from like 5,000 years ago, or 1,000 years ago, or 2,000 years ago, and I can't seem to make the connection from the Vulgate, from the canon, from the Old Testament or Hebrew Scripture or Tanakh. Right? We talked about what Tanakh means. Those are the three parts of the Hebrew Bible. Right? Tanakh, the way, the truth, and the life. These aren't, it's just not a coincidence. This is how this all kind of works. And so it says, this is how you're supposed to live with one another, in love and kindness. And so when we step back, we see these things, it's hard to put them into place. Because, I don't have a bunch of rams. I don't have anything, if I start to burn stuff, my neighbors would get anxious. If I started to talk about giving away my son because I did something wrong, people would be like, wait, you're giving your kid away? So how does that matter to our lives today? And it really matters in the way of relationship. Micah calls us to relationships with one another that are meaningful, that are important, that do justice, and call for loving kindness. And so it's this question about the person that I sit in the cubicle every day with, do I treat them with loving kindness? Is there justice in my heart when I pick up the phone when someone calls, especially if you have caller ID and you know who it is? Is there a sense that I value the other person on the highway, especially if they cut me off? Now, we all have 10 digits. They're supposed to be 10 and 2. But sometimes other people use those digits for other things while they're driving. Nobody in this room, of course. But loving kindness says that I have mercy and forgiveness for other people. I was reading the story about what the pieces and components for ministry really are. And one of them is mercy and forgiveness. Now, I'm going to close my eyes, and you can all close your eyes, and you can not do this. But I would imagine that there are people in this room who have done things that they should not have done. Don't raise your hand. But the point is, we want to be forgiven. And I don't know about you, but there is nothing more powerful. There is nothing more uplifting. There is nothing that gives me greater joy than when I'm forgiven. Yeah? The other side of that is the ability to forgive. It has got to be one of the hardest things in the world to do. And I don't mean just like, oh, I forgive you on something minor. Oh, it's okay that you forgot to RSVP my party. No, I'm talking about the big stuff. And Mike is saying that this is the life-changing power of Mishma and Chesed. That when you can stand before somebody else, friend or enemy, and forgive, you step into the power of, as Psalm 15 says, you are welcome to come into the tent. You no longer are standing outside your relationship with God, but step into that holy, loving experience of what it is to be in the kingdom of heaven. Now, it's hard to figure out, like, hey, gosh, how am I doing on that one? Because nobody knows that, but you and God. But there's a sense that when you start to behave that way, that there's a difference in how you live. And there's a difference in how people see you. When you start to be a forgiver, when you start to be someone of loving kindness, when you start to be someone who brings justice, it's a difference. It's a different kind of economy. It's not the kind of economy that says that I'm above anybody or behind anybody, or I'm this, I'm left, I'm right, I'm here, I'm there, I'm this, I'm blue, I'm red, I'm any of these things. It's about a different kind of relationship. We all want to be saints. Well, but just not yet, as Augustine once said. And so when you back it up, Sister White Beckett wrote these words. Let me get to them. Sure, when I was young, I longed to be a saint, she said. Well, what was I longing for? I was longing for certitude. She said, I had this glorious success to being a saint. Everybody looks up to you. It's like writing a masterpiece book. It's like a politician who gets to be prime minister or president. It's ambitious, but it's not what Jesus preached. She says Jesus preached lowliness, the love for last place, that readiness to die, to be forgotten. That's what it's like to be a saint. And it gets mostly overlooked. I think that's the reason why the lectionary puts Micah with the Beatitudes. I wasn't going to forget the Beatitudes, trust me. I'm like, really? The Beatitudes? No. The Beatitudes are not the how am I doing economy of climbing the mountain. The Beatitudes are an economy of being willing to be on the losing, forgotten side all the time. See, God blesses us in the ever-present experience of goodness. It's right here and right now. In the Beatitudes, Jesus points us to recognize that God's kingdom isn't a place far off, but it's up here close. That we're called to honor each other as God's children, bear each other's burdens, be human, be inescapably fragile and vulnerable, and be in love. Blessed are the poor in spirit, those who mourn the meek and the pure in heart, those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, those who are persecuted on Christ's behalf. We each know or have experienced people who are hungry, who are thirsty, who are poor, who desire love, and who are meek. The Beatitudes remind us